Hi everyone, it's me Emily. Today I'm going to be showing you my museum speed build. I'm very excited about how this build turned out. I honestly think it came out so super cute. One small thing is that at the time of making this build I didn't have too many items on this island yet, so maybe once I have a few more items I might come back and rejig things a little bit, but for now I honestly think this is so cute. I'm also going to be showing you a whole bunch of new paths and design codes that I don't think you'll have seen before, or definitely not seen me use before. If you want any of them, just leave me a comment and I will find the code for you, and hopefully in a few weeks I will put out my final list of design codes. I still have a few more spaces to fill, but once I've picked all 100 then I will show you guys all of them in one video, and hopefully that will help you out all a lot. So this is the area. I've got a big chunk to the right, a little bit of space to the left. You will see the incline. I couldn't make it completely centered. And right now I don't have the storage shed, so I'm just showing you that I have all of my furniture pieces kind of placed out here, and I'm going to be grabbing furniture as I need. But yeah, I couldn't make the incline exactly centered to the museum, but I've decided to kind of ignore that and just go with it anyways. I did wonder maybe if I wanted to try and change it, but I honestly think it's okay, and I don't mind it, it's not completely symmetrical. I'm actually going to go ahead and change out these brick codes into the stone path. Basically the brick is what I'm going to be using for my shopping district, but I kind of want to split this area up a little bit because this isn't a part of a shopping district. This is going to be its own unique build. Now I'm starting out with a few cedar trees, hopefully they're okay. And just picking where else I might put this tree onto my island. Very nice. And let me show you this absolutely stunning 9-tile path. When I found this design code, I was so excited. Not only is it absolutely perfect for my island, I just think it looks so gorgeous, but I've also genuinely never seen anybody else use this code. Maybe you guys have, but I don't think, all I'm saying is I don't think it is a particularly common code, whereas my other two, I've seen lots of people use before, the other two 9-tile paths that I've currently got saved on this island. So I don't know, I was just excited. It's a super fun, super unique path, and that blue is so pretty. Yeah, I'm just absolutely obsessed with it. I think it's going to give my island a really nice touch, and yeah, a cute Fairycore element over here. I've got some of the cinema roll furniture which I'm just placing down there, and then I'm grabbing a gyroid. Just a few different items to see what I might want to put on the table. I like dragging the little cinema roll stool out just slightly so that you can see it a bit more better. More better? That's not... Oh, what is it? A bit better. Sorry about that. I'm very tired. I'm recording this super late at night. But I've been working away from home the past few days, so I wanted to get a video out for you guys today. Coming in with some of the vertical fencing, I customised this to white, and I honestly think that was such a good shout because white definitely has a bit more of a calming fairy vibe. And then on this little circle I'm placing the small mushroom platform, and you'll see here I was just a little bit confused because the Nova light was yellow and I thought I had a white one of it, and I really did want a white Nova light. You will see a few times in this build I kind of run away just to customize items, so now I have a pink and a white mushroom stool and light down here, and I think that sorry, I'm so tired, oh my goodness. I think that looks a lot better. I'm so sorry that my vocals aren't doing very good tonight. I feel like when I record late at night they never turn out too good, but I really do want to get a video out for you guys today. I'm grabbing a few flowers. I really wanted to go with a pink and white theme for this build. And I really like this thing where you put down a little square of design of like the in-game paths, and then you put down your flower. I think that looks really nice. Just adds a little bit more detail. Now I'm trying to keep the two sides of the entrance slightly symmetrical, but I definitely don't want them to be absolutely symmetrical. The reason I don't want them to be completely symmetrical is just because if they're too similar, I think it will highlight the fact that the museum is off-center. So even though I want some symmetry, you'll see I'm kind of putting, so for example both sides have a white fence, but I've put it slightly further back on the left just to show that not everything is going to be completely identical. and I think that that helps a lot in terms of having that. And then I don't know, I just think it helps a lot in terms of having that, and then the museum is slightly off center. And this gyroid guy is so cute, the little green gyroid, and he kind of set up the inspiration for this build. So once I had that gyroid there, I decided that because he looks very nature themed, he's all green, I thought I would keep the right side of this build very, very Fairycore, lots of light, colourful tiles and stuff. And then on the left, I'm going to create more of a cottagecore type vibe, so more browns and natural tones. So yeah, on the right hand side, I'm using lots of white colour just because I think that really helps with the Fairycore vibe. And I really just enjoyed making this build. It reminded me a lot of my very first island, which I never had YouTube when I made that island, but I did do a tour of my dream address if you're interested. But yeah, I had a really cottage vibe on that island. I'm just coming through and putting a whole bunch of these pretty leaves and clovers down. Honestly, the clover design is so cute. Once I decide what time period I'm going to set my island in, then I maybe will edit some of the codes. Just because, for example, let's say I finish my island and decide to set it in autumn, so that all of the trees are orange and pretty, then these bright green leaves may look a little bit awkward on the orange floor. So if that happens, I might decide to change them out for some orange leaves code or something, but for now, on this summer grass, I think it looks so good. And it is the bug off tomorrow. Well, I think the bug off is actually... I don't know when the bug off is. But anyways, I'm going to be playing the bug off tomorrow, and I'm very excited about that. I think the bug off has already happened at time of recording, because I'm literally recording this really late on a Saturday night. But when I wake up, I think I might just time travel back so I can play it, because I love bug offs. They're so fun. It's probably one of my favourite parts of the game. Bug and fish offs are just a whole bunch of fun. I love the atmosphere on the island, so I'm very excited to play that. And I just think this build is turning out so cute. Do you guys like this butterfly pond? I think that design is really cute. It just gives a little bit something different. Yeah, I'm very pleased with it. Choosing a couple more furniture items from down here. It's going to be so good when I finally get the storage shed. I'm going to be able to I don't know, my builds will just go so much easier. It's going to be very good. I do apologise if you can hear any kind of noise from outside or within my house. I'm not at university anymore, and at university it was normally quite quiet, but obviously I live with other people back home, and my dog sometimes barks and stuff, so I do apologise if you can hear that. Trying to find an item for this table, and I had this pocket magazine, but when I dropped it, it looked red, and I just thought that that was so cute. It looks a bit more 3D and cute that way, so I decided to leave it dropped instead of placing it. And I have this street lamp, and it's white, which is so fitting. I actually decided to come and put it back next to the museum, which I think looks very nice. Here I'm just placing down this picnic blanket code. It's really cute, and then it has these little white kind of thrills along the edges, which I like a lot. So yeah, I put down this picnic blanket. I feel like I never had picnic blankets on many of my previous islands, but it's just such an easy space filler. Put down a picnic blanket, and then I'm going to put some of the food items. I've been absolutely loving the cooking in-game. I didn't do much cooking on my old island, but on this island I've been doing a whole lot of cooking. And I'm placing this little dark dirt path, which looks so good. It's not actually practical, just because if you follow the line up from the entrance, you'll probably just use the stone path and not veer off to use this dark dirt path, but that's okay. It looks super cute. I really like how that looks. And I just love this vertical board fencing. I feel like it's such a nice fence, and not one I used on my old island at all. But to be fair, on my Kidcore island I didn't use much fencing ever really. I don't know, I just wasn't that big on fencing, but I think for this kind of forest core fairy tale island, it's going to be so cute. I feel like I keep saying it's forest core, but I have a whole bunch of aesthetics going on. I'm kind of just doing whatever fits because I've got lots of forest elements. This is very fairy core, there's a lot of cottage core going on. And then obviously the whole island theme overall is that it's inspired by my favourite books. Mainly fairy tales. I think fairy tales are just going to be the easiest to convey. Plus they're well known, so that way more people can enjoy my island, because you're more likely to understand the fairy tales and know them. Whereas like if you just so happen to have not read whatever book I like, then fair enough, that that build may not make as much sense. So mainly fairy tales, but I have a few plans for some of my favourite books. I'm just choosing a few of my spots that I want to put flowers here. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of places where I want to put flowers. I'm quickly choosing some items, and I found the blue hyacinth lamp. I had the purple one, but I really wanted the blue, and I'm glad that I did use the blue because I think it looks so much better. You can see next to that blue path, the blue hyacinth lamp, it's just perfect. I really love that detail. Probably my favourite item in this build is the hyacinth lamp. And I got the DIY for it really early. I genuinely don't know that I ever had a DIY for it on my old island, and here I am only a few weeks into having this island and I already have a DIY for it, so I was very excited about that because it is such a cute item and I really like it. And this gnome, there's going to be so many gnomes on my island. I feel like I've already used about 3 or 4 and we're barely even started, so yeah, not many, well, many gnomes. Maybe at the end I'll do a count up and see how many of these garden gnomes do I have. I added a few more flowers, some whites and some pinks, and then this mush parasol just worked so well to fill a little bit of a gap back there. And then I'm just coming in and putting a few bits of this glowing moss, which made for quite a nice space filler, and I think that the glowing moss is so pretty. This part of my island is probably going to look so good in the dark. I've already used a lot of lamps and glowing moss on my island, so I'm thinking maybe I should set my island in the dark, like I don't know, maybe sunset or just a bit later in the evening. Obviously we are nowhere near doing a dream address, but I'm just thinking ahead. Maybe we'll put it in the dark so that you can see all of the lanterns lit up. And now I'm working a bit more on this cottage side of my museum, placing down some log stumps on the tree trunk. You can see I've put a few bits of food. I just went very simple with the pancake and the pear smoothie. I think they look nice and refreshing, and just the food in game, it looks so delicious. I wish I could just eat it because I've never had pancakes look that good. I put down this grand piano and I honestly think that it's so cute. It looks really nice. A barrel here, and I put the baby bear on it and that just looks absolutely adorable. I really do love how that came out. And then I wanted to put a tree down, so I actually did have to remove a little bit of a picnic blanket to get my tree. I don't know whether you guys think that looks odd. I might come and see later if I can work it out, but for now and for, you know, the time I was filming this build, I thought it was okay to have a kind of half done picnic blanket. It looks a little bit odd, but you can kind of just picture maybe that part of the picnic blanket is folded underneath itself or something. Grabbing a few more flowers, and I am absolutely obsessed with the white cosmos. With the little yellow bit in the centre, it just looks so cute. One of the prettiest flowers, and the fact that it's not a hybrid, you can just get this flower from the beginning, is so lucky. And with that, I think we are done with this build. Let me go ahead and take you all on a final walkthrough. So here is my shopping district. I haven't decorated this yet, but this will be all decorated. And then you come on up, and suddenly there is all this gorgeous nature. This entrance, it's not completely symmetrical, but I think it looks so pretty with the cedar trees as well. There's a little picnic blanket here, you can play the piano. A teddy bear is watching over you, kind of like the Teddy Bear's Picnic, if you guys know that song. And then over on the right we have this gorgeous Fairycore. It's almost like a cafe, I think. Yeah, I like that, a Fairycore cafe. So you have this gorgeous, gorgeous area with all these blues. I just think it's so pretty. I really do hope you guys like this build, and hopefully my talking wasn't too annoying today, because I know where I'm filming late, I'm probably not making too much sense. I'm just so tired, I'm sorry. But I hope you all enjoyed, and with that, let me thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!